All right, man. This is season 5, episode 40, man. We got a huge guest.
40 ball.
Huge guest.
You may have heard
of
of
the 40 ball.
For like the past, 3 months? 4
yes,
months?
We've been trying our best to get you to cop the Magnolia Green products. And we actually have one of the founders behind the business here with us today. Let's give a round of applause for my man Jamal.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Appreciate it.
And we're doing it for you. We're not so much doing it for him. This is a gift for you guys.
Yes, so you know a lot more extensive information, super descriptive about the Magnolia Green products, the origin story, and everything else, man. So I'm excited.
It's a product to get behind.
It is. And it's black owned.
I use it daily, twice.
Come on, man. And it's a black business, a family business.
Very
this
black.
is family business.
Extremely black.
Extremely family.
Yes. For sure, man. With that being said, let's get into it. Jamal, where can everybody find you? The business page. I know the personal page popping too.
Yeah.
You go to Jamal's Instagram, and you like, wow.
There's some likes there.
This guy is pretty cool.
I feel like I have some explaining to do. So, the business page is Magnolia Green Co. Personal page is 06er, OHSIXER. So, check me out.
It's a good year.
We got a lot to talk about.
I'm an 06er.
Me too.
There's a lot of them.
There's 3 people in here that are
that's 4.
a part of that team.
It's 4. It's okay though.
I'm sorry. Well, 3 more. 4 altogether. Yes, thank you. He's the oldest 06er.
In here, currently.
In here.
Not week to week.
No, not. No, but
week to week, we got a granddad in the corner.
You do. Right. He's the veteran 06. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to say with that being said a lot, all right? That's my transitional phrase for those counting. Sorry, man. Let's get into it, man. We always start the interview with the pregame pop quiz.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Ruff's question because it's a really good one. So when Magnolia Green's popping 20 years from now, you got $1 billion industry behind you. Who's playing Jamal in the biography?
Who's
the
playing
biopic?
Jamal? Oh man, that's a good question. Shit. Damn, they're making Michael B. Jordan. He play everything else.
He does.
He
doesn't
does.
like
you gotta
Michael
have some
B. Jordan,
explosives and some guns to go with
just-
it. As you like, you know what I mean, do your best to make the beer business. But hey,
I think Michael B.
You have to make Magnolia Green to an action film.
Yeah,
somehow.
That's my
it'll work
legacy
out.
playing with. Yeah.
for sure. That's what's up.
What's Buddy? I feel like you actually have a celebrity look like Darren. What's Buddy from
Man, I got a few, I think.
Moonlight or whatever?
Yep, heard that one before.
Yeah. Tr something.
Yeah, I heard that one before.
Yeah.
He get you right.
Yeah.
He's willing to do any kind of scene necessary.
Hey man, you gotta do what it takes. I'm just doing what it takes.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what it takes.
This might be one of the more conservative roles.
Yeah, he good. He's all right. I ain't got to. Okay,
No,
cool.
good.
You should come in
For
because
sure, cause
You sure? Cause
you let me know. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know if you see my-
I got an Oscar.
listen, we
Yeah.
good, man.
I'm not bad at it though. But he seems to be a good actor. I haven't seen the film yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you are fraudulent.
I don't know, man.
I haven't seen Moonlight. I haven't seen it. I know it's good though. I know it's good. I know.
You're
it's an Oscar.
fraudulent. You find new ways to be fraudulent every week.
What do you mean? Do I have to watch Moonlight?
But you want to watch the Oscar films. You'd be surprised how good they are.
Yeah, I just didn't watch that one.
I wonder why.
I mean, I just haven't seen it yet.
It's not about that.
Let's watch it together.
No.
Back to MagnoliaGreenCO.com. And another round of applause for Jamal for being here.
Big time.
There's way more pregame pop quiz questions though.
Yeah.
So I'm an Indianapolis guy, man. Can you just talk about the West Side, what the West Side means to you, and your upbringing?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the West Side just provides color to the entire business. You know, I grew up on the West Side. My dad did. My grandmother did. Or now she raised my dad on the West Side. So I grew up in between the Hallville, Riverside area. You know, Long's is always right down the street. My family owns a couple of houses on King Avenue in Hallville. So
Sunset.
Yep.
Indeed.
So, you know, when I think of the West Side or just that area, I think of, you know, hard-working black people, you know, that came up north during the Great Migration, as my family did, and, you know, just established roots there around that area and then around the IUPUI area, you know, before they took that over. So I just think of hard-working, honest, and humble beginnings. And, you know, I think that that speaks through like everything that I do today. Is like I always go back. I think about where I come from, what my folks had to do for me to have all the opportunities I have. So, yeah,
that's real, man. I like that. That's a great answer. Shout out to the west
I
side of the
prefer
city.
the west side personally. So you good with me.
It's shinier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Smell better.
It's got a little rubbish, but not nearly as much as the
not
other
as
side.
much.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the Indianimals.
Yes.
Those are the Indianimals.
The dread. I mean,
I'm
excuse
glad
me,
we
the
can
locks.
Be careful.
All
There
the
you go now.
locticians on the east side. That's where you want to set up your shop. If you want to take the locks, you gotta make sure your business out there. You can't come out west. It just fades in here, clean cut.
There's no market for that.
He said it's not lying.
You know what I mean? That's real. Over there by Dub C. That is the #1 hairstyle. All right. That's cool, man. Can we do a couple more? Just
We can do a couple more.
Fill in for Dave Ruff and Kylo Reed.
I like to always ask, man, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower.
And why?
I think mine would be to go back in time. Go back in time.
How far?
Not too far.
You know what I'm saying? There's really only a gap. I mean,
we don't have that much. Honestly,
no, if you
have
could jump
much to
over
play
that
with.
gap, I think shit was probably cool for us for a little bit before that,
There's like dinosaurs, the cool gap,
400 years.
20 years, and then like us sitting here today.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
you know what? That maybe not, but just to kind of go back and see. I think it would be dope. I always think about my grandfather. He passed like when I graduated from high school. I always think about simple things like that. Like I don't want to go back and see these grand world events. I want to see the simple things. Like I want to humanize the people in my family to an extent.
That's
like,
tight.
Because
that'd be crazy.
old black people, old black men in particular, they just don't share much. Like I don't know.
They do not.
Share
It's
anything.
crazy.
There's a reason for that.
Like nothing. Like I really sit back and think about like all the conversations that I'm blessed to have with my family or friends today and how we share and stuff like that. These conversations, but them niggas would not.
I might say both my grandfathers,
niggas-
depending on when I will run up on them, they might be on some shit.
meant a few words, man.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so just kind of go back.
My grandpa's word count this year is probably
6
under 10.
under 10, yeah.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
I run up on William Brown, ain't no telling what that nigga might have been up to. Moving and grooving.
Yes, so I would say to go back just to kind of because the past for a lot of black families is just kind of like a mystery, man.
Nah,
It's
legitimately.
Nah, it is. We don't
You
really know
got the
much.
benefit of having a family that's not like super splintered off. Like it'd be really cool because you know who these people are to go find them.
Yes. Yeah, man. So superpower would be to go back in time. I wouldn't change nothing, but I just want to observe.
That's real.
I think humanizing your grandparents is crazy because the people you know as your grandparents are not who they are
Nah.
or who
No,
they
man,
were.
they've changed so much. They've gone through, life.
Right.
So
Right.
I think my grandmother was wild, though. I'm sure she was the life of the
Grammy?
party. at one
Yeah,
point.
she turned up for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and see that.
I want to see my grandma, my grandfather on the other side. Like my dad, he literally found a new sibling like 3 years ago, and he's like 65.
Wow.
So listen.
That's how it be. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
That's
Depending on when I run up on my grandfather, I ain't no telling what I would
Right.
see.
It's wild.
For sure. What's up?
Both of them. Shit.
Yeah.
Richard Drills too might be on some other stuff.
You got to look into him, man. He's a Jake.
Hey, Rich. you on,
But you know
bro?
what's
I'm from the
crazy?
future.
That's what I think about though. Like how it's such a mystery for us. Like our grandkids, it won't be as much of a mystery. Like,
Nah, they gonna be able to find my Instagram.
they're just gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Like
put
that's
this
what that
on.
nigga was on.
Yeah, granddad was
That's a scary thing.
goofball.
Yeah, he was stupid. He had this dream and he kept working at it.
I'm like, put on that cursor.
They
You
didn't
heard
pay
you curse
off.
granddad?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen your show?
Man.
Crazy, man. But that's like that. There's really a lesson there. Like we gotta watch everything so much more. Like
They got to deal with it.
anything you put in the world is
It's
out
there forever.
bro.
Yeah.
Scary concept.
Shout out to my Twitter.
Yeah. Mine's been locked up.
Yeah.
So for me, man, I know we just talking about the Pacers off air. So who's your favorite Pacer of all time and why?
Favorite Pacer. I mean, the easy answer is Reggie Miller. Just iconic, bro. Just iconic. But, my second will probably be Jermaine O'Neal.
Shout out to Jay. I was a J.O.
Jermaine
kid.
O'Neal, man. I was
It's a real
Jermaine
answer
O'Neal.
there.
Yeah.
Elbow jumper.
Yeah,
Cash.
I saw him at the airport. I was going to Disney World when I was really little. Just changed my life, man. It's like the only famous person I ever met. It's like
J.O.
crazy, man.
Him and
that
Paul
is-
Pierce have a really cool commercial
Yeah.
from the early 2000s.
They do.
Yeah, it's a heater.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Shout out to my dog.
What I really loved about him was the brawl, man. Like,
So he took care of business.
Such a bad influence on me, but like,
Took care of business.
he took care of business.
He did. He did. He slid in there on the game breaker. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I watched that live.
Combo breaker.
I had band camp the next day.
Word.
And I was sitting on the edge of the couch watching that game. We was like 15-3 at the time, so I was keeping who was going to win the championship. And then
It's close to
that cup of beer changed the trajectory of our franchise for years.
Yeah, about a decade now.
to this day.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
decade plus.
For sure.
Shout out to J.O. though, man, because to lose your stability and still
Man, and still connect.
Listen,
Connected. Yeah, it was scary, man. Steve Jackson in there handling business. We knew he was going.
it looked like
we
a
knew what
Street
he was
Fighter
about.
move almost.
Yeah,
like
he
it
was
looked
looking for it.
planned.
Yes,
nearly.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was poetic.
Yep.
It was beautiful. For sure. The
brought back
documentary's
the
out
coach,
now,
so-
right?
we brought back the same coach, so
Yeah.
We did.
well,
We did.
Well, they
We've
get
been
second
through
chances.
Well, yeah, all the time.
they do get second chances.
All the time. All right, man. Enough about the Pacers, man. Let's get into MagnoliaGreenCO.com and get another round of
Yeah,
applause
man.
for Jamal for being here, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure. He big time in Chicago. So he down here kicking with us, man. We got to be appreciative. So we appreciate you, man. Now let's get down to business. So I know you talked a little bit about the origin story of MagnoliaGreenCO.com, but can you just talk about, as a family, those conversations, that sharing that you mentioned, how did that then bring about Magnolia Green?
Sure. So I think it started with me, and then it was an idea that I brought to my brother. And I think the best way to put it is that Magnolia Green is really like a reflection of me and my journey that I've been going through into manhood over the past year or two.
Mm-hmm.
So it started, I think it was an idea like exactly a year ago, maybe.
Wow.
And I'm gonna connect this, and it's crazy. So it started by, you guys had on, who'd you guys have on? Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
Early August, right?
Yep.
He suggested a book. It was The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. I checked it out. I read it, bro. I read it.
Damn, that's tight.
Listen, I'm gonna connect this shit, bro. So
That's crazy.
I read that book, and it's talking about all this stuff about, looking at yourself internally, checking your pride, checking your ego, thinking about whether the things that you're doing are essential. What does this mean? Why am I doing this? All those things. Just really like checking myself, man, because I feel like I had gotten to a point where I had a lot of pride, a lot of ego.
You were 06er.
I was 06er, I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change that name. You know what I mean? So here I am. This starts, 2019. I'm 24 years old. I'm a lawyer at 24. You know what I'm saying? I'm making more money than both my parents combined, easily. And I'm feeling my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought about telling them that one time.
Yeah.
I mean, what you say to me?
You thought about mentioning
like,
it.
man, fuck y'all
Man,
talking about.
Man, I'll
I'll
pay
buy
your
this
bills.
house.
I'll pay your
Buy
bills
this
right now. I cut
this
this cable
motherfucker.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just have those moments where there's always something that comes and humbles you. Bro.
Yeah.
Always something that comes and humble you. And, I just really started reflecting, and that book was the start of that. And so from there, I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep this going. So then I'm like, shit, let's try therapy. Screw it. Like, the pandemic kind of sat us all down, right? So I really started thinking about, who am I? Why does any of this matter? Why is my job even important? Okay,
Wow.
I can buy whatever watch, clothes, shoes I want, or I save towards it and get it. What does that mean? Who am I helping? And I think a lot of people in my position, we kind of get these things, and as me and my friends say, we build monuments of ourselves. Particularly in a place like Indianapolis, because if you accomplish certain things, you are immediately top 1%, right?
Of the elite right
Of
away.
the elite.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Nothing.
Nothing really.
It means shit. It means shit. So then I check out therapy, and I'm like, man, this shit is tough. Right?
Damn.
This is tough. Here I am, telling this person all this shit. I don't even tell my own family, my brothers, my friends. You know what I mean? Like really
it's
breaking
tough.
it down. But I went all in. So
How much of not to cut your story off,
cool.
how much of a struggle is it to get to that point? I feel like that would be my hardest thing is to actually share in therapy.
it's rough. It's rough. I had to catch myself. I'm like, damn, I was about to lie to my therapist. Like, I paid this motherfucker.
Might as well
Right.
tell the truth.
Because
Because they were like, yeah, what do you think about that? I'm like, no,
it's
no.
tough. It's very humbling, man. Because really, you only get out of what you put in.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you had to first I had to think about, all right, why am I here? I'm here because I feel like, you know, after accomplishing all the educational things, the rest of my battle is all mental. In order to unlock anything else from this point on, it's all mental, whatever it is. You know, everybody say they're chasing generational health, being a good family man, good father, a good boyfriend, husband, whatever. You know, it's all a mental game. And I knew damn well that I was carrying a lot of shit. I was like, all right, now it's the time. And I'm thankful for the shutdown for that reason, because I really thought about it. So that's the biggest thing, was like figuring out why I wanted to do it, and then just like, you just gotta let go, man. Just like, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, knowing myself, I feel like that would be the struggle, is to actually open up in therapy. Because I don't know this nigga.
Even like knowing how to open up. Like, we don't even know how to communicate what's on our mind. Like, that was the hard part too. It's like, I know how I feel, but I don't even know how to communicate these things. Or how I feel
verbalizing it can be difficult.
Yeah, it's like,
that's interesting, because I see you're still remembering how it went. And it's like you had to really break through a wall to open up to this guy.
break through a wall. And you can kind of see that like in the Magnolia Mondays or the programming. I'm really just trying shit. It's just another way for me to not have to pay for it.
Oh yeah, I love the additional content, man. I love the additional content, like, man, and thinking outside the box. Yeah, and
it's crazy. Everybody can relate in some form. So yeah, man. So I do therapy. Then I tell my friends to do it. And at the same time, I'm getting to know my brother better, because we're getting to know each other as adults. We got an 8-year age gap between us. So, you know, we're always in different phases.
That's the OG.
Yeah. So we're getting to know each other. Beat downs.
Big beat downs.
Whether it's 2K, fists, you name it.
Nothing but losses.
Nothing but L's. But now I'm starting to get them. So we get to know each other better. And my brother is so crafty. He knows how to make a lot of things with his hands. And I just started thinking about business ideas, and I'm like, hold up, this nigga, like a couple years ago, he sent me like a sandwich bag with like some sort of concoction that was supposed to be for my beard. And it wasn't great. He's gonna listen to this. It wasn't great. But it was like, it was the idea. You know what I'm saying?
It was the first Spider-Man suit with the hood,
that's what I'm saying.
And the
it
holes
was
cut
like,
out.
Here he is trying to create something from his home that's healthy, it's sustainable. You know what I mean? And something that we can be proud of. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try that again. You remember what you did? Let's keep trying that. So then we bring in my sister-in-law, his wife, and we just keep making concoction and things like that. And then we're like, man, we might have something here, because this is starting to, like, I grew like a big Rick Ross beard, like just trying stuff out. And so that was the idea. But I'm like, all right, I don't want to just sell anything, because there's a lot of people just selling stuff. There has to be a message behind it. You know,
need the story.
And I always say, like, I can never sell another beer product. We already won a championship. And I'll tell you why, like, the story, I'll step back. But first, you know, I've had about 20 black men tell me that they're in therapy now, based off Magnolia Green.
Wow.
Like, that's a
impact is crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, all my niggas are in therapy. My brother's in therapy.
That's tight. And then they're stroking their beard the whole time, thinking about it.
Yeah, thinking about it. Smelling good, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. And it's like, all right, so you telling me if we just keep making these products and putting out this content, that we can change people's lives in different ways, you know? Like, niggas are having kids, getting married, preparing themselves for the next stage in life. That's just kind of like our age group. So like, that's been a beautiful thing about it. So we came up with our name, Magnolia Green. So the Magnolia comes from a tree that was in my grandma's backyard in the Harville neighborhood. And the Magnolia tree is a beautiful tree. It has pink flowers on it. And it's the official state tree of the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
Yep. So she planted that backyard in reminder of home. So that's why we have the tree. And then the green comes in because my grandma has severe Alzheimer's and dementia. She couldn't remember anything. I don't even know she knew my name.
Yeah,
but we spent a lot of time together. So one day, my brother and I, we were on her porch, painting her porch, and you know, she rolls out on her wheelchair into the porch while we're painting, and we play Al Green. And when I tell you, she knew every single word.
Wow, that's powerful.
To Love and Happiness. Literally, I'm like, wait. So you know my name now too, or what? Like,
no, right?
No,
I do not. Just
like
Al
the power,
Green,
bro. The power of music. You know what I mean?
Just Al Green, though.
Just Al Green, man. Just the power of music. So
the album cover meant something to her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With
the shirt off.
Yeah. So I don't know how I came together. I might have just woke up one morning and was like Magnolia Green. There's no other way you can come up with something like that.
No,
that's a beautiful thing, man. I love the story.
Yeah, man. So that's and then the logo, the coordinates is the neighborhood. It's literally like pinpointing like that street.
Exactly where you grew up.
I love
can we get
like
that closer
this.
to the camera?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, Deuce Touche is all about the
I love when shit lines
intricate,
up.
coming full circle, making everything make sense, and it does, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Why is it so? I love the fact that it just kind of started off with your brother saying, "Hey, man, try this, keep yourself healthy."
Yeah.
It's a little gritty.
What is your let me start here. What is your perspective on black men's health? Just in regards to our face and to our body, you know, what have you learned this process? What's your perspective on that culture? Because I feel like it's something we're not necessarily into.
No.
You know, honestly, your product is the first time where I started thinking like, man, okay, I probably should put this on my skin, or maybe make sure I pay attention to what the bottle says, and, you know, using it on a daily basis. So what's your take on the culture in general?
I think there's a trend towards, you know, towards that space. The space has been created, obviously, but I think it's becoming more popular. You know, if you notice, a lot of companies are coming out with skin products, particularly tailored to black men, like, you know, Pharrell and, you know, Scotch Porter, you name it. All these big brands are kind of leaning toward.
Yeah, I replaced Scotch Porter in my cabinet, by the way.
Listen, I still use their beard wash. So
well, because you ain't got that yet.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
You ain't got no conditioner yet.
Yeah,
but when
my
you
dad
do,
hit-
I'm gonna move it out the way.
Yeah.
They
Market
got the skin,
research.
just the face wash too. Y'all
Market
got a couple
research.
more steps to go.
Yeah, we'll get there. But general thoughts on the space is that, like, we deserve to feel good. Like, women have all this.
They
have
do,
all
man.
this
Shit,
They've been
man.
All
beautified.
this shit.
All this stuff.
It's
like,
crazy.
Makeup and Fenty.
Cabinets
and
full of
All
shit.
different colors
heels
and
and all this kind of stuff.
Have used
and-
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they ain't
man.
really, can't even find it.
Like, we deserve to get up, have a little routine to get ourselves going.
Nice regimen.
Get out the door regimen. Because,
Yeah.
bro, we carry a lot of stuff, man.
We do.
We carry a lot of weight, you know, of our families, of our careers, or whatever else, traumas or whatever. So just to have something that reminds you, that sits on your sink, that reminds you, you know what, I matter. I'm gonna do my best today. You know, I'm putting something on my body that's good for me. You know, the people that made this product actually give a damn about me and my humanity, right? All those things. So that's my take on it. It was kind of like a small, subtle reminder. And that's why I thought the brand being attached to it was so important. It's like, all right, we need those subtle reminders around your house. And so it just applies to everything, you know. There's so many black-owned businesses nowadays that you don't have to buy, you know, white-owned products.
Not all the time, no.
You
You
don't.
don't.
Black-owned white. And so I wear like,
I had you a black-owned paper
t-shirts.
towel today.
Damn, that's crazy. For real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
See?
for sure. He deep into it.
Wow.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you can wear that hat, you can use that paper towel, that t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things remind you of your power. So I thought that was lacking from the beauty space for me.
It's
And
real.
so just wanted to add to that.
I appreciate that.
I'm about to put pressure on y'all, man, because now I need the rest of that stuff because I trust y'all quality.
Yeah, man. Crazy thing is, like, you just never know when things will take off. I brought you guys some samples of our citrus tonic,
And we appreciate that.
and we're in talks with Whole Foods right now.
Wow.
That's gonna be the Whole Foods scent. Yeah, it's gonna be the Whole Foods scent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all fit right in.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the Whole Foods scent.
Oh, that's
So I'm
crazy.
saying, you just never know, bro.
That's crazy.
Listen, and like
Damn.
everything just works together. So like me reading that book, you know what I'm saying, listening to podcasts, just generally guiding myself towards space, open myself up to information, you know, being vulnerable with myself, my brother, the therapist, whoever. All things just lead to something.
You making
know?
me feel funny right now because Royce was like, "Yeah, I read this book," and we were just like,
Like, that's what's up.
"Yeah."
Oh, man, yeah.
But you was at the crib like, "What's it called again?" Okay, bet.
Subtle game, bro.
That's
Always trying to
crazy.
read between the lines.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, he was. That's the kind of dude he was though. He was just giving game out. We was just so in awe.
Yeah,
of
he
being
was
a
like,
celebrity.
yeah,
We was
man.
kicking it.
Try this. This
Yeah,
sea moss.
we picked up sea moss from him for sure. I bought that.
Take a shot. Nah, all y'all right now.
Yeah.
But he said book, and I was like, "Mm-hmm."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about rap anyway. Yeah.
It's crazy game in books, man.
That's crazy, man. And shout out to the Whole Foods development. I think that's major. I was definitely going to ask you just about the next steps for the Magnolia Green business. Because I feel like it's, again, I always bring this up because I think there is, you know, some sort of factual evidence to go along with it. George Floyd took place. and the world finally gave a damn about Black-owned businesses.
100%.
Yeah.
And so you see Target now embracing Honey Pot, or Target embracing Be Rooted.
Yes, sir.
And are you all? So is that kind of ultimately the goal? Can we Black and Bold? There's also another an IU brand that kind of branched out, and Target kind of gave them a platform. Is that something else that's on the horizon along with Whole Foods?
I think we want to, ensure that our quality is there first, right? We got to be confident about that before we just start hitting up all these people. So having the confidence in the quality first, and then just starting organically, building small. So we're going to start in like Whole Foods Indianapolis locations and try to build from there, then grow.
That's so crazy.
I think the hard thing for me is that I'm pressed for time. Like I got a full-time legal job.
You do things.
Like,
you're busy.
Yeah.
You got to get on the boat.
And so, and so it's like, I see all those things. All of a sudden, I'm like, man, now I just need the time with a team. And so my brother I can only do so much. So, but those are the goals. It's like, why not? I saw something today. It was Dr. Boyce Watkins. He said, he was like, basically it was something to the effect that no black people have freed anybody from having a fancy job. So, but instead they have by providing jobs to other black people, right? And kind of closing that racial wealth gap. So I feel like that's my goal. So I'm not going to sit here and like, I don't spend time like flying like my job. Like, I have a nice legal job, but it's like, that's the goal. And so that's the reason behind us shooting for those things. It's like, all right, we want to close the racial wealth gap. We want to provide jobs.
We want to have a nice little
factory
factory
on
that's what I'm saying.
Hallville
Create
one
opportunity. I don't want to just be like, oh, we're in Target. Okay.
Right.
What does that mean?
Gotcha.
Damn.
So
I'm sure you want to get on Apple Track.
But be in Target.
you in Target.
Glass
You still in
door.
Target, bro.
Don't get it
Yeah.
twisted.
Target.
Still
not
go be in
Walmart.
Target.
Target.
Yeah, Target.
Target.
Walmart's different.
Yeah,
Walmart is
Target.
Facebook.
Walmart
You
is
know what I'm
Facebook.
saying?
Walmart is
What is the
motherfucking
Lafayette
tagged.
Square Walmart? I don't know if that's Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe MySpace.
Tagged.
Where you got Facebook? What's Facebook?
Facebook is Sam's Club,
All right.
Costco.
Facebook is just I don't know.
It's the Wild Wild West.
desolate place.
It's a
Why are you
desolate
there?
place. But I feel like even with that mindset though, it is very important because is there a Magnolia Green without your nice legal job?
No, because that partially provides funding, but like my job is I'm a corporate attorney, so I do mergers and acquisitions deals in the middle market. That's deals between $5 million to $500 million.
That's the middle market.
That's the middle market.
Oh, wow.
That's the middle market.
Oh, you show me those numbers on the test. I would never ever say those are in the middle.
That's
the middle
upper
market.
I would have got that
echelon.
wrong.
Yeah.
So I just see everything. So like when it comes to interacting with the Targets and Whole Foods, whatever,
You know exactly what to do.
Yeah, I know what to say. I know how to type the emails. I know how to write the contracts, review, negotiate, and all those types of things. So it's kind of like training for the things that I really want to do personally. So
That's crazy.
I think our generation is crazy in that way though, because we're supposed to be the ones. Like the guys before us that really got out the mud, they were getting out like the mud. Like they had no. We have the ability to have gone to school, meet people, network, get a job,
Use an opportunity.
and then finesse or branch off of that job, and then really make it happen. These other dudes that was doing this stuff did not have that foundation.
yeah, I feel pressure. I feel pressure because of that.
I'm
Like,
chilling, but we should
I do
probably.
feel pressure. I'm like, man,
My thing
For that
is-
reason though, because
Yeah, yeah,
you
it's
have what you just explained is something that I'm trying to think of a founder from a generation ago that doesn't have that, but anybody you could think of that would have created a business back then did not have a legal job to
go
learn
along
these
with it.
things.
everyone I work with is a millionaire. Couple times over. Everybody doesn't get those chances to interact and learn
and
like
learn
that.
from them
Learn
in that capacity.
that capacity. So it's like, all right, I got this information. What am I going to do with it?
Yeah, further the dream.
the middle market
The
to $5
That's
million,
the middle
to
market.
$500 million.
I know.
And they calling Jamal. And he's handling all the business. That's crazy, man. That's a feat in itself. So congratulations to you on that.
Appreciate it.
Doing big things, taking the bar twice over. I know the bar is stressful. I know the bar
Yeah,
is
you know.
stressful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, this the rematch, punk.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Had to take that mug over again, but salute to you on that, man. But I do want to continue to press you on the fact of like, when is that time where you're like, it's time for me to break away from the legal job and really pursue Magnolia Green full time. What does that look like for you? Do you even want to do that?
Don't let us pressure you.
No. I don't think I want to do it because, well, first I didn't do all that for anything. I'm not afraid to be flexible and switch things up. But like that's where my like intellectual curiosity leans itself. So like I want to build something that I don't necessarily have to run day to day. You know, I'd be happy if my, you know, just my family's running it or a couple of close friends or whatever. I'm just kind of overseeing it. I want to keep my legal job. No matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a lawyer, and that's going to flow throughout the job. But
hey, bro,
I don't see myself doing
that job.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah, keep that job, bro.
For sure.
Yeah. And so, like,
I wasn't on that. I just, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think Magnolia Green is like, it's not like I'm creating like the next Facebook
Apple.
or Apple. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Yeah. So
but you do have a business that you own that is good.
Realistic.
And it's cool to talk about.
It's cool to talk about because nobody wants to hear about what I do day to day. Not really.
No.
You know, you don't hear that.
I enjoyed the flex though earlier. That was fire.
Yeah, it's tight. But when you're on a date, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned that I do legal stuff. Or actually, I've gotten 30 black men to go to therapy.
You know what you think about the middle markets.
Yeah, that's way more powerful.
That's way more powerful, bro. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
That is pretty cool. She's like, man, what? Oh, man, he's so nice.
Man, he loves the community.
Man, he's going to give it back. Man. He's got these products. And
moisturizer.
Magnolia Green. That's what I'm dating.
I don't know where you at in the dating market. My bad if I put pressure on you. But you know.
Well, he taking them on yachts?
Nah, I ain't taking them on yachts.
It's okay.
No, I'm taking man. So.
Okay, my bad. We apologize.
Take her on the yacht.
Take her on the yacht. And talk to her back, Magnolia Green.
Yes.
Not these other situations.
Yes.
I'm changing lives out here.
Changing lives.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Yes, as a unit. You're helping me do this. That's tight.
That's very awesome. Yeah. I got the hardware to speak for the awesomeness.
We get down on around him.
Don't think we on that. We
get all flash real quick.
Damn.
Yeah, man. You in here
back and I'm
the married dead.
Yeah. Wow. The married green.
So we just tell these jokes are just false for us.
Into the thick of it.
They have no validity here.
Yeah, I'm moisturizing my beard for one other person.
Yeah, one person.
Lovely.
That's it, man.
Oh shit.
So for sure. So
with that being said,
no, I ain't gonna say it. My count is I'm on 3. I'm not gonna say it this time. But moving forward. For those that have the product at home, and I want to hear this as well, like, can you give us a simple routine to follow? If you do have a grooming beard kit, and you should get to magnoliagreencl.com. If you have not gone to the website thus far in the interview, we're doing something wrong. So you got your kit. You know, walk us through some basic steps as a man for keeping our beards or our lack of a beard healthy, glowing, growing.
Yeah, I think it starts with having clean skin, right? That's just the beginning of everything, no matter if you got a beard or not. So keeping your skin clear, using, you want to make sure that your product is suitable for your skin, because some products will make you break out. It'll be a little bit too harsh or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you want to find a skin product that works for you, whatever that is. Start there. As far as your beard, here's my routine. I think it's served me well. Is shower, beard wash, Scotch Porter is dope.
Go use Scotch. It's okay. It's black on too.
It's black on too.
Yep.
Start with Scotch. Wash your beard. You get out the shower. Take a dry towel, leave your beard damp. Then I say start with our beard oil, because the beard oil gets down to the skin beneath the beard and hydrates your skin. Key. Then the comb through. If you want to use our grooming kit beard comb,
4 to 6 drops.
4 to 6 drops. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Rub it in.
Smells good too.
Smells good. What's your favorite scent, by the way?
I just ran out of my smokehouse, so I'm back to the what's the green one called?
Fresh Woods.
I'm back to the Fresh Woods now.
Did you smell the?
I have not. I'm excited about that.
So Jamal brought products.
Yeah. So I brought y'all the citrus tonic.
Oh man,
it's got blood orange and vanilla.
Well, blood orange and vanilla.
Never stepped on.
Here you go, bro.
Oh, it smells fire.
We almost smell the same.
It's time to level up, man. It's time to level up.
This is crazy right here.
Yeah, man. And the thing about
me the holidays,
you always need
smells
more,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah.
You're gonna need more.
Well, I don't know if you listen. So our guy Ruff, he uses it like more than he should. Like it's all in his elbows.
Utility.
Yeah, he goes crazy with the utility butter.
So that's the next step. So after the beard oil, you want to hit it with the utility butter.
Okay.
Or You know, sometimes I go butter and don't do oil. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Depends on how I'm feeling that day.
But
for
like
sure.
the butter will soften your beard. And for me, I have really dry skin, really dry beard, dandruff and all that. And so using that on a daily is good.
Yeah.
All that. And so, you know, you want to tie it all together with the beard
I like
balm.
a sting over here. Keep on.
Actually, let me see.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Shout out to my sister-in-law. She's a
I
magician.
love orange, man.
This is crazy,
She's
man.
a magician.
It
Tiffany.
smells.
Can you spell it?
It really smells like holidays to me.
So with this one, we're thinking about the ladies, man. Think about the ladies.
Damn them. This for me.
Or the lady.
Think about
The lady.
The lady.
Lady.
Ladies.
Singular.
Yeah, for sure. For
Lady.
me, that's
Is this
it.
gonna come along
I'm
with the
locked
oil
in.
as well too?
So come along with the oil. Come along with the oil.
This is crazy, man.
So we got all new packaging coming too.
Wow.
Yeah, because you know, if you want to hop into the retail game, you gotta
Gotta have some
move
barcodes
different.
on there.
You gotta have some barcodes. You
Yeah,
gotta
some
have the
UPCs.
scientific names, UPCs, things like that. So we got a all new labeling coming through, barcodes, things like that. So
I'm excited,
It's
man.
exciting, man.
You mentioned your sister-in-law a couple times. So is that the
Yeah.
team? You, bro, and sister-in-law?
yeah, she is the mastermind, man. Just the test trials, the coming up with the combinations.
Getting that
Like,
scent right.
listen, she is unbelievable. Like we owe everything to her. She's got-
background in this space?
So she's like she used to work at Ponderosa and she was a chef and kind of managed. She was like a regional manager for Ponderosa.
Wow.
So she knows how to cook and like
Using the
make stuff.
talents, man.
She's
Like,
chefing.
she could do everything. She could like build a fence, honestly.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure she has, but like she can just do everything.
Renaissance
And so-
woman.
A Renaissance woman. So like, yeah, there's no Magnolia.
I'm
Green
definitely a
without her.
sting over here. Like
Yeah.
I've
Nah, this is
opened and
crazy.
closed this 30 times.
And again, man, we say this all the time on the show, MagnoliaGreenCL.com. Please pull up there, grab the products. Please take care of yourself. Jamal gave a great story, a beautiful story, why this is important to him. Why
Go to
it's-
therapy.
Why he's helping
Go to
us
therapy.
out. Therapy. There's always additional content on the Instagram. He continues to try to put the brand forward. We appreciate it. I just want to put that plug in, man. If
Oh,
you're
that's
listening,
love, man.
what are you waiting on?
Be
Use the
better
promo
than
code
us.
Bless the Beer for sure.
When our interviewees mention things that can help you, do
You just
them.
never
Take
know,
care
man.
of it.
Read between the lines.
Don't just be starstruck.
We gotta be better about that.
Yeah, we're terrible.
I'm gonna start reading the books that niggas tell me.
I'm getting time to read.
I was looking at Royce dead in his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this book. I was like, yeah,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, get out audio book. I'll leave y'all with a book. Check out.
Oh, you about to leave us with a book? What you got, Jamal?
Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday.
okay.
It'll
Okay.
have you checking your shit.
I'm a really read
That's
this.
Ego is
crazy.
the
How
Enemy.
long is it?
Audible is like 6 hours.
Okay, I got 6. It's 2 pods. It's 3 episodes of us.
Yeah.
There's probably people
Yeah.
looking at you like, I
Yeah.
know y'all can, because we been listening to y'all long ass episodes.
2 hours, 55-minute average.
This nigga gonna turn his nose up at 6 hours.
Yeah.
Are they
You
on
said
average
ego is
2
the
hours?
enemy.
50? Oh,
Ego
we
is
gotta
the
do better.
enemy.
What's the book that Royce said? I forget.
7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think
That's real, man.
Ayo mentioned that one too.
Last question, man.
I looked at Ayo in his eyes and said,
Yeah, Ayo be reading too. All Ayo does is read.
He got a lot of
books
room up
and
there.
the Bible,
Yeah.
and he gets money. And I don't read either. Clearly,
We J. Cole as hell. We got to be ashamed of ourselves.
terrible. Oh man, I'm a learned man though. I'm a learned man.
Yeah.
Just gotta find it in your medium, you know?
So man,
Informative. All right.
we are hilarious and informative though. We are. We need to be informing ourselves more though.
Yeah, need to inform our damn selves. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We're big cat. So, just as an entrepreneur, man, I think it's a great question. What have you learned about yourself going throughout this process? What's the biggest thing you feel like, okay, this is how I've grown as an individual?
You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta be in front of the camera. You gotta know how to like speak about your brand, speak about your business. Because, you know, we like to think that there's a lot of people who do this out there, but there aren't. And so when you do step out there and put yourself out there, there's a lot of people watching, a lot of people listening. People are inspired, you know, like I even just listening to y'all, like y'all, I'm like, damn, they like listen to my shit. Like they actually know what I got going on. And so the biggest lesson I learned is like, you know, being comfortable. You have to be comfortable putting yourself out there, and there's never a right time. Like you just got to present yourself as you are, and people are either going to rock with it or they're not. But if you can you can get a few people to rock with you. There's been way more people that have my products or watched our content than 20 people. But we had 20 people who decided, or maybe more, they're just the ones that told me, who decided to invest in themselves in some way. So like, you know, you just gotta be unapologetic, put yourself out there and be yourself. But there's just nothing that replaces like that leap. And that's the leap that y'all took. That's the leap that it takes for all of us. It's the leap that you took with your clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to take that leap in some form. So gotta put yourself out there and just do it.
That's real, man.
I ain't got nothing else.
Hey, man, give a round of applause for Jamal, man, MagnoliaGreenSoul.com. Please go ahead and pull up and grab the product. Stop playing with us. We've been talking about it for 3 months. We finally had one of the founders come through for y'all. This was an amazing interview. Again, hopefully you took something away. What's the book again? You got the ego.
Ego is the enemy.
Ego is the enemy.
The 7 spiritual laws of success.
Got it.
By Deepak Chopra.
Yeah.
All right, man. See y'all next week. We'll finish the episode. Next.